Hi, my name is Lizzie Perez Jimenez, and I'm here to discuss change. Change within an organization can be challenging, but I want to break that up into why it's important, how we can bring about change, and some of the benefits of change in the workplace. Now, why change is important. Recently, Forbes magazine opened an article by saying change can scare a lot of people, but in today's workplace, managing change is what keeps people relevant. This organization has already identified itself as becoming aspiring to become a high performance organization. In order to do that, it has to stay relevant. Staying on top of super trends, which are completely shaping the way organizations are doing business, are going to be very important to understanding why change is necessary. Super trends, for example, a segmented marketplace. We're moving into this marketplace segmentation where companies are moving into a niche market and providing more individualized, more variety of products rather than mass production of one particular item. There is outside forces and inside forces that can bring about change. Some of the outside forces are things like age, the age of your consumer, the education, technology around your consumer. Some of the internal forces can be human resources. Are your employees satisfied with their jobs? Are you experiencing high turnover rates? What does your productivity look like? Does there need to be a change in your productivity? The next part that I want to talk to you about is the how to implement change. And change can either be reactive or proactive. And by reactive, I mean change is a result to an action. Something occurred and now a change needs to happen in order to deal with such event. Proactive is in anticipation of something happening. So for example, Disney recently launched the wristbands for their guests. Guests can now plan their whole vacation from start to finish online using their wristbands to load items like pictures, even money to be able to use in the park. They can plan their visits by getting early passes to rides and things like that. So Disney really became in anticipation of the simplification of that technology brings in these theme parks, allowing for better guest navigation, therefore bringing more guests to their theme parks. There are definitely three levels of change. Adaptive, which is the least threatening. Innovative change, which is about a middle level of a threat to your employees. And radically innovative. Now, adaptive change is a change that has occurred before. People are used to it, whether it's in the industry or the department or the company. It's something that has occurred before. Innovative change is the introduction of a practice new to the organization. This is brand new to your employees, and it's moderately complex. It's moderately cost effective, and therefore it does trigger some fear and some resistance among employees. Now, the very last, most threatening part or threatening level is radically innovative change. This radically innovative change involves introducing a practice that is new to the industry because it's the most complex, most costly, and most uncertain. This type of change will be felt very threatening, not just to employees, but managers as well. I also want to talk about the process for change. Kurt Lewin's model of unfreezing, changing, and refreezing can simplify how to bring about the change in the company. You have to identify some sort of factor that makes people uncomfortable with the way that things are done. In the changing stage, this is where you're going to implement those new processes that will allow the company or the organization to go in the direction of change. And the refreezing is where you will go ahead and reinforce those changes, be it behaviors or procedures in the company that foster the support of that change. Now, some of the benefits of change are innovation. We talked about innovation in the beginning of the video because it is something that is essential to staying relevant. So it kind of all ties back together. The benefit of change is innovation, is opening your mind and opening your organization to the needs of the business or the needs of your consumer, and how to make those necessary changes to reach the level of high performance that you would like to be at. So innovation is going to be not just creativity and not just invention. It's going to be a mix of both, and it's going to possibly make you one of those super trends that we discussed in the why. And that is by creating some sort of disruptive innovation, or maybe even going into some of those targeted products that allow for that small window of opportunity for people to kind of come in and out of the market. So I think those are some of the benefits of change. Innovation, number one, and the ability to expand. So that is why change is important, how you can implement change, and the benefits of change.